Okay, welcome. We got an interesting episode for you here today. The Extra Real is going to prepare a meal that is typically prepared on a combat field ration. We're just going to get right into it. Menu 24, the Southwest style beef and black beans is what we're going to be preparing today. I'm pretty familiar with this. I'm going to prepare it, and Paxton and myself, we're going to plate it up and try it out.
We're going to be the Gordon Ramsay.
So, exactly. Gordon Ramsay would be proud of the ingredients that we've chosen today. So, first things first, let's get the close up here. Okay, so first things first, we have our bundle of food. Typically this could be a trash bag. We're going to set that to the side. The whole thing is wrapped up in a plastic shell. Easily got a serrated edge on one side, and then you can dump out the contents. And we'll go back to that close-up screen, see if we can't get a close-up of all this. And the cat is feeling like there's some cat food out in here.
I think I heard opening.
Yeah, I heard the plastic and was like, hell yeah, let's eat. Alright, let's spread this out.
Bonjour.
Alright, let's see what goodies we got.
Get down.
Oh yeah, this is a treat here. Got some mocha cappuccino instant powder. We might do that, I don't know. This is a doozy here, the cheese spread. Here, I'll give this to you. You want to just knead this up because it's probably separated in there, and you want to mix it up. Yeah, just like I said, tortillas, chipotle, grand.
Who needs Taco John's?
And the Southwest beef and black beans. Lovely. Yep, this is what we're going to heat up. And we have our fancy little cutout here. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I love it. We might have to eat this one up too. Apple pieces and spiced sauce. This is just basically just
dessert.
Applesauce.
Wow, so like dessert.
And this is one of my favorites. I like the pound cake, but this is an applesauce pound cake. So
yeah, I really like applesauce in this.
Let's see if we can't get a close up of all this. Alright, first things first, let's get our heater tray going. So this is a science too. You want to get your stuff set up here. So what I'm going to do is just slide this whole thing in here. And I got this heat pad here on the bottom. So when we pour our water in, we'll be able to set it at an angle and it'll pop up and it'll turn that, it'll do a chemical reaction and just make it heat. So we got our water here. It says to fill the line, but If you want to get a little toasty, you can fill a little bit more. So
Yeah,
we got
there's
the
like-
line there.
It's like 2 lines.
We want to make sure that the whole pad is getting wet. See, just instantly, I don't know if you can. It'll start getting warm very
it's
shortly.
a little warm, but not a whole lot right now.
So fold this guy over so that it stays in there, and then you throw it in your sleeve. Now, what you're taught to do is take this and then prop it up on a rock so that heat, that water, it'll come up and hit the rest of that pad and get it nice and hot. So what we can do is just let that guy set there for now. All right. Let's get our tortillas out. Ooh! Whew. I can't believe I missed this. This was stuck to the tortillas. But we also got beef sticks. Basically just exactly just like a Slim Jim is what it is. Now they do have beef jerky too, but this is an actual like Slim Jim teriyaki beef stick.
So this actually might be good.
You know, last time I had this, it was decent, but I wouldn't say I would just
Go buy it.
go buy it. You know, yeah. So throw our trash down over here.
Throw it in your
I'm
trash.
just gonna put this in half so we both get a
Yeah, that's fine.
nice little chunk. So there's first bit of trash. Alright, next thing we'll plate is our tortillas. We have 2 tortillas, so this will be perfect. One for you,
It's like they knew.
one for me. It's starting to get hot. I don't know. Hope that's getting hot. And that's probably good for that cheese spread.
Yeah.
So this is typically like, I guess you could put this on. I guess it's wanting you to put it on the
tortillas. Or maybe it's so you can dip it in it too, maybe
Yeah. My guess is it wants you to do it on the
inside.
like with the sauce. So, do we want to heat up the apple chunks, or are you down to eat them cold?
Are they? I mean, how cold are they? I guess
I mean, they're just room temperature.
it should be fine. I think.
Okay, cheese spread.
Depends how long this takes.
Yeah.
If it
Oh,
takes
this might take. It should be warming up. I don't know why it's. Yeah, it's definitely warming up, but it's not like hot.
super hot. Yeah.
Maybe I gotta put more water in it. Oh, you can smell it. It's working.
Oh, is
You
it?
smell that? That's part of the experience. Is that aroma of that heat pad?
Oh yeah, I can smell. Oh.
You know what?
Yeah, that's what
You know what it
horrible.
reminds me of is the old. You know those electric car tracks way back in the day, and
Yep,
you'd rip around
yep,
the track.
Yep. That's
Is that what exactly what it smells like? Yes, I totally nailed that. I think.
Yeah, you totally did it. I wouldn't have thought of that until you said that. Like, I don't think I even like.
Okay, so yeah, it is working. So we'll just have to give it some more time. So let's plate our.
If it takes too long, we can probably just eat that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that'd
that's
be
fine. So we got our beef stick. We got our tortilla set up. So let's just go ahead and let's plate it with it. I don't know. I know it's a dessert, but we're gonna plate this pound cake, and this is the applesauce pound cake. Oh boy, let's get a close up of this guy here.
Or Smuckers.
Peanut
Peanut
butter and
butter
jelly
and jelly.
sandwich. So I'm just gonna break this guy in half.
Yep, that's fine.
Plate that guy right there. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I think-
Do you want to try the cappuccino powder?
I mean,
So what you do is, you just fill it up with water to the line, and then you just mix it up like you needed this cheese. You kind of do the same thing with water in it.
is it like coffee or?
Yeah, mocha cappuccino. It's like coffee.
Yeah, I'm only.
Yeah, it's out of Giannis Brothers Packaging Company out of Kansas City, Missouri. So, imagine they do a lot of these.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Let's do it.
It's part of the meal.
It's-
So
yeah, and I'll let you try because I'm pretty sure I've tried all these before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I think what you do is just fill the water up to the line. And this is probably another one you could heat up if you want to. Shake to mix, about 60 seconds. Consume promptly with 1 hour. So you want to consume it within 1 hour. So we'll just, I can't see where the line is at for the water, but I guess I can kind of feel it.
But it's like one of those things you have to look up to the light or something. Or guess.
A little bit more. You don't want to go too high, obviously. I think that'll do. Now, try not to spill this. This little Ziploc pouch top is kind of a shitty
Design.
Oh, there it goes. I think it's zipped there.
As you get like instantly.
Want to mix that bad boy? Got applesauce. This is trash now.
Yeah, you feel all the stuff like down.
Yeah, it's just a powder mix. That's all it is. Last things first. Oh yeah, we're getting hot here. We're getting hot. Now we're just gonna. You gotta feel the bottom.
What is that? How do I feel anything there?
Feel that right there.
Oh yeah. Shit.
So she's heating up. She's heating up. We could discharge some moisture out of there, but I like to keep it. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Probably the camera can't see that, but I can see that.
Let's get some
There's
ASMR.
some
Get some ASMR here. If you like that. Probably not. Cat likes it.
Yeah, that was like all over that.
I'll let that guy cook up some more. I think we're just gonna do the applesauce plated on
Room
itself
temperature.
without room temperature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
So it comes with this handy dandy plastic spoon.
Which
Which is
have no
nice.
forks, so.
This is a necessity though. You're out in the field. This is what you consume everything with. And then the way that like just like the meal, the pouch is opened up the long way. It's opened up the long way, so you can just sit there and hold it like a taco and just scoop up
Or a walking
and shove it
taco.
to your mouth. But since we're plating this stuff, we'll have everything nice and organized somewhat.
Somewhat.
So, open this bad boy up here. Saucy. Got apple chunks. It's literally just like
Yeah,
Kids
almost like
watch
the
apple
inside, almost looks like apple pie.
yeah,
Like a
apple
filling.
pie. That's exactly it.
Yeah, filling, yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that's exactly what this looks like. Just like a glazed apples chunks.
Yeah, it looks like the inside of an apple pie. So it might have been better warm, but it should be fine.
Okay, so that's cooking up. I guess now we can go through this little pouch here. Let's see, first thing, lemonade. Iced tea? No, lemonade. Salt. I don't really remember these salt packets. I never did use them myself, but we have one salt packet here. Moist towelette. These are key. I love these. These are a great add to the mix. Now, I'm going to let you try these. I love using these little chiclet pieces, but the flavor lasts for like 20 seconds. So, take it for what it's worth. It's nice getting the crap out of your mouth after you've eaten to have some of that. And then this one's kind of unique. This is a towel. This is like a dry towel, but I've also heard this in the field is a good fire starter. So if you have something to start a fire with, this is good like fire starting material.
Probably
It's like
paper.
a flint. Yeah, it's a really light paper tissue. I mean, you can clean yourself up. You can wipe your ass with it, I suppose, if you really want to. But
Or use the moist
Yeah.
towel for that.
made by the blind and visually impaired. As with a lot of items that the
How would they be
military
able to read
uses.
that?
Well, I've been to a place that does this, and they're
Yeah.
not completely blind. They're just like they need a lot of help, I guess you could say, like
Assistance.
hearing aids and big glasses. I remember going into one of the lighthouses. The guy there, he was obviously blind, but they had a computer screen with them, and it was like just oversized letters and numbers for typing stuff, which was nice. I think that's a great employment deal that the government does for them.
Well, yeah, but those letters still small enough where they probably wouldn't.
Oh, they're not gonna read these very well, that's for sure.
That's what I was kind of getting at. It's for the singing impaired and
Yeah.
but how can they?
Made by the blind.
Yeah.
Oops. All right, and I got everything in the original bag here as like a trash piece, which is nice. And then all that can just go into
The
big old one and easily just get discarded. You can really start to smell the aroma of this heat pad, and you can even feel it's really taken off in heat too. We should have probably heated up that applesauce, but
It should be alright.
you want me to go get a cup and maybe throw that into a couple cups and give her the old college try?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Play us out for 2 seconds.
Alright. So earlier today, I went to the Voices Against Cancer. I was a volunteer there. I was there all day. I have to say, I was never there last year, but the overwhelming people that just came today was crazy. But we had some major stars like Ian Daniels and Anthony. Isn't it Anthony Daniels? Ian. Oh yeah, I screwed that up. Anyways, we had CP3OPO and Emperor, Palpatine himself, and then we had some pretty heavy hitters, and I feel like, we needed a lot more help than we did. I was talking about
Super word?
no, I was talking about Voices Against Cancer.
Oh yeah, that's good. Good plug. So, what do you want, Pikachu or Bulbasaur?
It don't matter.
You can be Bulbasaur, I'll be Pikachu. Let me just carefully dump this. Actually, I might just do this over the sink, just because
You might spill.
might spill.
Yeesh.
No, it'll be fine. Well, I didn't divide that very well. But
Well, you were
it's just to
guessing.
get a taste of it.
You were just guessing, so.
All right, we got more trash.
A lot of packaging, but I guess I have to.
Yeah, you gotta, like, that's the big thing about this too, is the amount of preservatives. These are supposed to have like a really long shelf life, because you gotta think you're going into like battle, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of resources. Typically though, like in my experiences, I've never been into that hardened location where you need to use everything. Like places that I've been are pretty well established, and
So you just go
you
to
have
a
your
restaurant.
dining facilities, and yeah, you could eat, whatever they have there. Whereas this is meant for like wartime,
food.
like you're out in the middle of nowhere
You don't know when your next
potentially.
meal
You
will
don't know
be.
when your next meal is. These are considered like meal replacements. I know places like if you're on orders and you go to places and they're doing exercises, this would be your replacement meal. Like this could cover one of your meals, one of these rations, which honestly, this is fit for 2 people. Like I've split it up two separately. You're talking.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You
for
remember
one
the
person.
calorie counts I was given on this, man? It
Yeah,
was like
I think you said
260.
2,000.
Well, yeah, I think it's 1,500 to 2,000 calories per
altogether.
bag. That's plenty. That is plenty.
It's like almost too much. That's like a whole day.
Yeah, really, it is. It is. And just think like 3 times a day, you get 3 square meals. That's a shit ton of calories.
That is just well, but if you're Especially out in the field, though, you're probably burning a lot out of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's typically, that's, I think what these are geared more towards.
That's kind of weird. That it's like, here you go. You don't.
Yeah.
You're not out in the field. You don't do a whole lot of work, but here you go.
Just sit back and relax. Hopefully you can discipline yourself and not eat a lot of this because you're going to get really fat.
Don't get fat over that. Oh yeah, it's really warm now.
Oh yeah, we're probably good to open that bad boy up and give her the old serving. How hot is it on top?
It's pretty warm.
It's not too bad. Well, you got to think like the whole thing's got to get to a decent temperature too. But I think it all depends on how much water you put in it too, because water is the
Key ingredient.
key ingredient to getting that heat.
I mean, you know more than I do.
I honestly, I've experienced this, but I'm no expert.
I know, but you're more of an expert than I am. It looks pretty. I don't know. It was pretty warm to me. But
Yeah, you know what it needs though is to just get mixed up and get that heat to evenly get through, because you can definitely tell like the back side's hot, this side's somewhat lukewarm, so you get that.
So it needs to just get mixed
Yeah,
up a little more.
no, it's definitely hot enough. So yeah, this is just gonna go until the chemical reaction is
Stops.
done, until it can't produce anymore. You can throw that bad guy in there. People like that. That is a lot of energy that's tied up in those things too, because I've not personally done it, but you can make some like 20-ounce bottles explode if you put that shit in there and let that pressure expand. It's got enough to do a lot of damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. I don't even know what that's from, but I hear it all the time.
It was it's a thing. I don't know. I saw off TikTok. It was.
I
just
know.
like this
That's everybody's
Asian
used it
guy.
on like videos.
Yeah. But that's where I first saw it.
I'm pretty sure it probably was some kind of TikTok or something that
I
first
don't
started
know.
it.
I'm just saying that's where I saw that. But like they do something on like it would just be like a joke or something like. Oh,
Yeah,
I like how your hat looks, and then emotional damage, or you know.
Yeah, I've heard of that plenty of times. I've not consumed the lore in that though. Oh, that didn't look good. Gave off like a little dust cloud of some sort.
Looks fine.
Yeah, it looks fine. Smells good. Honestly, this smells good. Give that a whiff. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Smells like Taco John's.
Honestly, it smells like, if I were to put
Mexican.
something to it, like if you got something canned in the store, that's what that smells like. It's like canned food, but they just put it in pouches.
Yeah, like just the baked beans in a can.
Let's see. What do we got? Okay. Let's pour this guy out. I'll pour mine first since it's got some applesauce mixed up with it. Plate this bad boy.
As my mom said, it all gets mixed in your stomach.
Yeah.
It wouldn't really matter to me either.
Oh, I'll give you some good meat chunks there. It's got corn, beans, nice black beans.
So you're getting some veggies and some
veg,
protein. Definitely a lot of protein. And some fruit.
There we go. That's all done. And we're pretty much... Oh, you want some cheese spread on yours?
Sure.
The cheese spread is just your typical... Nothing too special.
It's part of the meal. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
We gotta do it.
I'm just going to do a little bit because I know what to expect. I love the cheese spread. Actually, the peanut butter is probably my favorite. Like this amount of
cheese
spread on a... They actually have crackers too. The crackers are decent in my opinion.
Kind of like Ritz or...
Like what?
Like Ritz crackers?
No, they're like saltines.
Oh, just regular saltines?
Yeah, but it's a big like square saltine cracker.
Oh.
I'm actually just gonna see that. It's like
Oh yeah, it's like Cheese Whiz.
yeah. What do they call it?
Cheese Whiz.
Cheese whiz?
Yeah, Cheese Whiz. That's what it looks like. Actually, like when you take it out of the can too. So it's yeah.
Or yeah, like what you put on the Ritz cracker, the
Yeah.
little thing that comes
It's
out.
Cheese Whiz.
Well, I think I just made the opening just perfect enough for it to do that.
Yeah, you did do
Else it would just come out in a big blob.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's what it. No, I just did it perfectly for it to do that. All
Yeah,
right.
worked for me.
So
The
here we go. We got
Power Cheese
all the shebang, and we could do this lemonade too. We can try that. All right. A bon appetit. Let's get one final
close up
Let's
of
get
this fabulous meal.
I totally messed up. Let me redo this. So you have the main entree, which is the Southwest beef and beans, the black beans. That's the main entree. We put the cheese spread on top. It's already melting a little bit. You can kind of see how that works out. And then the apple chunks, we're going to go through with the apple, looks like apple pie, the apple chunks. Can't forget the beef stick. And the pound cake, applesauce pound cake. So this one went apple heavy. And then we also have our cappuccino, mocha cappuccino we're going to try. And then just get a shot of what Paxton's looks like. Same deal, different plate. We're going to have at her though. All right.
Here's your fork.
Fork it.
Yeah, just fork it. Let's try it.
All right, first things first. What are you going to try first?
Let's try a beef stick.
Beef stick.
It's like the.
It's literally a
appetizer.
Yeah, appetizer, little Slim Jim.
I wouldn't say it's
kind of
as
dry.
Slim Jim. Yeah, it's not as good as a Slim Jim, but
It really is kind of dry. If it was like a Slim Jim, that would be, I can definitely taste the teriyaki. I like the teriyaki.
are we rating the whole meal, or are we rating just certain things off the meal?
Yeah, we can
Just do the whole meal.
do perb. I don't know. I'll let's do both. That to me was a 1.5 out of 5. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I was
agree with that.
That was absolutely disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna throw that one away. But we can go into the next ordeal. Applesauce would be maybe considered, or the apple chunks maybe considered a side.
I think it'd be like dessert.
I would think so too, but the pound cake is what I would consider the dessert as well.
Yeah,
I want to say this is like a secondary, like
applesauce more.
this is like a side to me.
Okay.
We can go with the applesauce next.
Apple chunks.
I tell you what. First instinct, that first bite,
Tastes like apple
pie. Absolutely. If it's
Except
just
without
like
the
the filling, the filling
Yeah,
of the apple pie.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it enough to try another bite.
I do wish we kind of did warm it up, but it's fine. But it is pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree. That would be better if it was warmed up. It's a solid 3.8 for me right there.
I would say like 3.5 or
3.5 for you? Yeah. We're right around the same area though. It's pretty good.
yeah. It probably would have been better if it was warm, but
Yeah, I'd agree.
or
Give it a
an
little more.
actual pie crust. And maybe that's just because we're biased too, because we're always used to, that apple pie with crust, Warm
Yeah,
apple
no, that's
pie.
good. So next, you want to go into the entree?
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. You're gonna eat it like a taco, or I'm just gonna eat it with my fork.
I might eat it
Eat
like
some
a
of the
taco.
toppings.
I might eat it like a taco.
Be careful that
Shell breaks.
tortilla is probably kind of shitty.
Alright, let's get a little bit. Some on, at least over the plate.
All right, I'm still gonna get a chunk of tortilla in my bite too, though.
The cheese did help it, but not a whole lot.
You think it did help it?
Yeah, it did help.
This is my opinion of it. That's another solid bite for me. Like the bite that I had was, it's got spice, it's got some kick. The meat actually tastes like meat. I've had some bad MREs over my period. This one is pretty top notch in my opinion. I like that main entree. Now,
The meat.
comparatively to the beef stick, that was a poor choice for them to put that in there. Sorry for the people that made that, but that was terrible. I like this stuff. I'm doing like, give it a solid 3.7.
I feel like
I like this. Applesauce is just, it's a sweet treat, so you can't really go above that.
yeah. I feel like to me it's still similar tasting. This one was
You think
dry.
you think this is a lot like what's in the meat in there?
Kinda, yeah, but it was more moist
Interesting.
to me.
Yeah, I
I
would
still
agree
give
with
it
that.
above that though.
I think I don't know if I got a bigger chunk of meat though in mine.
Yeah, I
I
did.
definitely probably had some more beans.
Yeah, I had beef.
Let me give the beef a try.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I had. I had like a, I wouldn't say a whole beef, but I did take a bite out of it. And to me,
No, I definitely see what you mean.
it's got
The
more
beef
of this
is-
taste.
The beef is kind of dry. Even when it's in the sauce, it is
Even
kind of
with-
dry.
Yeah.
But
It's
it
not
does
as
remind
dry
me
as
of
this.
like shredded beef.
It does. It is.
You know, it's like a shredded pork. You know what I mean? Like it's
Oh, it's not rough.
it's
but
not. Yeah, it is like it's shredded beef.
Yeah, it's like shredded pork.
I do
yeah.
like it a lot better than the beef steak.
Oh yeah, no, it's still a lot
You
better.
know, with the beef does degrade it in my opinion as well.
Yeah.
I'm still getting it in the 3 zone though. I mean, that probably drops it down to maybe a 3.2 for me. Definitely not as good as the applesauce.
It is a lot better with the
I do like this. I like the sauce flavor though. The sauce flavor.
the beans, the cheese. That's good.
It's got some spicy. It's the Southwest flavor, what you expect out of a kind of a taco. That really brings it. You know, Taco John's. That's the flavor that it kind of has. If you get a beef taco, reminds me a lot of that. Obviously, the beef is different.
Yeah, the beef they could have
It's
did
got
a lot.
beans in it.
I don't know if like a ground beef would have been better or something.
I don't know if they could have done a ground beef. But yeah, I'd agree. Ground beef. If you could get Taco John's preserved,
Taco John's.
yeah,
Get
get on the MRE train. See if you can feed some soldiers.
You make it look better too, probably. Yeah, it's not bad. I'd give it like a. It's still higher than this. I don't
The
even.
cheese, no, that I don't think anything for that for me is like that's.
That's
I don't remember it being in that bag. I always thought those things were D's.
And it could just be this pack too, maybe.
You want to go on to the pound cake?
Yeah. Good.
Applesauce pound cake.
I mean, it's probably like banana bread. That's actually pretty good.
Pretty good. I give it some demerits for being a little dry.
It is a little dry.
But the applesauce, you can definitely give that. It gives you moisture, but
No.
it's not enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Tastes
eatable.
better. Yeah,
it's eatable.
A lot tastier than that beef steak.
I don't think anything can get below the beef steak at this point.
Even that moist cloth.
I like, honestly, this would probably go pair well if you ate these at the same time. Get a little moisture of the applesauce,
Let's
the
try
apple
that.
chunks.
Yeah, let's try that. I think it would be like more of a apple pie tasting.
Yeah, maybe that's why they combined them.
Yeah. I guess I didn't really think about that until you said that. But after you taste this and then...
That's solid. I like it.
Because this is like, it helps moisten this too.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you do it first. What do you give that one for a rating? Pound cake.
Pound cake?
Applesauce pound cake. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, applesauce pound cake. I'll give it like a 3.8.
3.8. I'm gonna give it like a 3.5. I think the apple chunks were better. But here's the thing, though. We should have just did a whole like analysis of the whole plate because you're taking all these. You can't compare.
We still can.
You know what a food group to a food group. You can't compare a freaking. You know how
Apple
people say
dessert.
apple to oranges, right? You can't compare apples to hamburgers.
Yeah, but we're still rating it on base of what we've had before. Like,
Yeah.
We've had apple pie before, which is similar to this.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't still rate it closer than like actual eating apple pie.
I'd agree.
And then the same thing, like we've had tacos before.
Yeah.
This doesn't taste like an actual taco to me.
For me, it kind of does.
Well,
the sauce
I
gives
mean,
it to me, but it's definitely like the tortillas. Like you can definitely tell. Like, good luck. Good luck keeping that together.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I filled mine up so I could eat it, and it's already kind of. That's why I use a fork. Cause it's broken in half. By the way. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm basing off stuff that I've actually,
like stuff you've had before, like Taco John's, let's say. Like,
yeah, so like apple pie, taco, beef jerky. I don't know what. I mean,
some other kind of dessert. Who is in their right mind? Like, I'm totally uncultured in that regard. I've never had a pound cake outside of MRE.
I've had an apple bread before, like kind of like banana bread, but with apples.
So
it's
would
similar.
Banana bread be considered pound cake?
Yeah.
You consider that pound cake?
Yeah.
Well, then I've had pound cake before then.
Yeah.
What is a pound cake? Before we get too far into the weeds here, pound cake.
Because banana bread's similar. It's just compacted.
4 ingredients: flour, butter, eggs, and sugar. Pound cakes are generally baked in either a loaf pan or a bump mold. Yeah, so I mean, like, as long as you have those
bread.
4 ingredients.
Yeah, that's literally like banana bread.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I've had pound cake before then. It just seems so different when you have it.
This one's it's more compact, I think.
Yeah, like
it's not expanded.
More dense.
Yeah, it's more dense.
But when I think of banana bread, I think of something that's fairly
soft.
Dense. No, I think of it dense.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, it's like hefty. Soft to me is
it depends on who makes it.
So
too.
Soft to me is like white bread.
Yeah.
Or like a bread, but I wouldn't consider that a pound cake. But pound cake in general, I think, is going to be pretty
heavier.
dense.
Yeah. Which is banana. I mean, it depends on who makes it too, because a lot of people make it differently.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can. I don't know how your mom would make it compared to my mom.
Yeah, there might be some differences there.
Yeah, so it could
different
be more dense.
ratios of ingredients. You get
so it can be more dense, less dense. I consider more like a pound cake, though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a pound cake. You want to give it the old cappuccino a try?
A little swig, try.
Little swig. Wow.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Not what I was expecting. You know what it is? It's a gas station coffee with a bunch of cream and sugar. Yeah.
I can definitely taste the cream and sugar.
Whoa. Hang in there. You know, little bit of
Wrong
pound
pick.
cake ended up right here. That sucker is a bit greasy because there's a little spot there, but kind of what you expect in this kind of meal.
Yeah,
Overall, let's finish it with this. Overall, what do you think of menu number 24, Southwest beef and black beans?
I mean, I've never had these before. I think I maybe had them once, only time before. I mean, did I have it at your mom's house at one time, or something? Or
I doubt it. Possibly. Yeah.
Dad's,
Yeah.
or somewhere.
Yeah, you may have had one then.
I may
You
have
seen
one. Some, yeah. Compare real meals? No.
Not as good.
Um,
Nice, warm, homemade meal. It definitely misses the mark. But in a pinch, like if you take these, you just have something that's out in the middle of nowhere and you can make and eat.
This is better than
This
nothing.
does- yeah, exactly. Better
Way
than
better
nothing.
than nothing.
There's other freeze-dried meals you can try out and see if that works for you. You know, I'd rather eat this than a square of ramen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's me.
No, I agree with that.
This is whole, hearty. It gets you the energy you need to get through the rest of the time.
I
that
would.
you're working or doing whatever.
This was bad.
Yep.
This was okay.
Give it an all-around score.
I would give it like 3 point. I'll go 7 out of 5.
That's good. Me personally, I give it like 3.1. Beef stick really brought it down.
The beef stick did bring
But
it down.
applesauce pound cake and the taco for me brought it up. I like it. You know, weighting it all in, I think my score is probably right around where I'd stay at.
They're still pretty close.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
But let's see if we can end it there. Maybe get a little shot of us. You know, I don't know how many moist towelettes are in here. I
Really
think,
give
I
it
think
to
it's
you?
just one.
Probably just one.
Yeah, and it's not even moist.
Is that even moist anymore?
No, she's
So it's like a
dried out
dry
little
towel.
bit.
So it's like a dry towel now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's a little
it's
moist.
got a little moisture
It's
in
got a
it,
little
but it's
moist.
not much of what I've had before. The moist towelette. And
Just a
then
little
get
dabs.
your little napkin. Here, we can split these napkins up too.
Oh, they actually gave me 2 of those.
Oh, there's a bunch of them here.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, I'm saying
there's
this is more of a
one.
fire starter than a napkin. But
Yeah, this is about as moist as the moist towel.
Well, thanks for joining us. We're gonna sign out. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope
Yeah.
everybody else enjoyed it.
Well,
Maybe we'll do more.
It's entertainment.
I've got at least 3 more MREs, so if these kick off, we can go through and eat 3 more.
Well, it's just more content anyway, so let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Signing out. See you later.